Hi parents. I'm making a video about writing. I need a little bit of help. I realize I need some help with writing workshop. So what I want to do is I want to show you, without leaving the rationale out, I want to show you briefly what I'm asking the kindergartners to do, so that you can better support them if you happen to be there during writing workshop. Materials and the process. Materials for writing workshop, they need to have those papers that I sent home that have a little box on them and a line underneath. I need to ask you to make a bunch of little 3-page booklets for them to use. This is what they should be writing on, and there's reason for it. So you get 3 of those pages and put them together, and 2 staples. 2 staples is good to hold it, just so it's in a booklet and it's already together. Then, right now they're writing true stories about themselves, not made up stories, but something that happened to them. So the story comes from them. They have to think of it. And one good way, if they have a little bit of difficulty coming up with a story, is to ask them, think of a time that they felt something strongly. A time they felt really happy, or a time they felt really sad, or a time they felt really angry or frustrated or confused, or something that made them feel in a certain way that they remember. And then, so first they have to think of the story. They have to think of a story they want to tell. Got the story? Second, they have to say it out loud. They have to tell the story ahead of time. Thinking of it and telling it ahead of time before they touch any markers or paper is important. They have to have the whole story in their head before they start writing anything. So think of the story, tell it across their fingers to keep track. First, next, next, or last. So for example, a story that I told them as an example is the time that my cat sat on my feet. You start with where you are, who you're with. I was on the brown couch in my house reading my book, and my cat came and sat on top of my feet. Next, my cat started clawing my feet, not to hurt me, but she just likes to do that, and it hurt. Last, didn't like to have to do it, but I gently reached over and I pushed her off of my feet. I was sad to have to do that, but it hurt too much. Then, after I've told it, I've got it in my head, then they get one of these 3-page booklets, and they tell themselves what goes on each page. On the first page, let me turn this the right way around. First page, I'm going to draw me sitting on the couch. Actually, I've got one. Here's the example I did and I showed them. There's me sitting on the couch. There's my cat. A quick drawing. I'm not going to spend a long time. I just want to make sure I get that event on the first page. Number. Next page. I showed my cat with clawing my feet. Last, I leaned over and gently pushed my cat off my feet. That's the basic procedure. Thinking of it, telling it out loud to themselves, and keeping track. Then make the pictures. After that comes everything else. Once the pictures are fixed on the page, after that, they will start working on the writing, what you think of as the writing, making the letters, labeling things in the picture, starting to make sentences. It takes all year. The arc of the writing for kindergarten is starting with drawing, and by the end of the year, they will be writing sentences where some of the words are sight words that they've remembered and they write from memory, and some of the words are ones that they have sounded out there themselves with their sound correspondence. But right now, this is the basic structure. thinking of a story, telling it across their fingers, making the pictures first. That's what we're working on right now.